This is the Iowa Weather Report for Friday, March the 6th, 2015. Now the first look at the Zero-Z GFS model run. This is at noon today. We still have a northwesterly flow over the state. However, a lot of the cold air is being moved off to our east over the Great Lakes and into the New England states and eastern Canada. So the warm air is going to slowly win the battle, and highs today 30s over the eastern counties to the lower 50s in the western counties. There'll be plenty of sunshine around, so a lot of snow will be melting over the next couple of days, and quite a bit of the snow may be gone by early next week. Move into the weekend. A little bit of a disturbance will move through late on Saturday night. That could create a little bit of light snow, or maybe a slight wintry mix over our far northern counties. You can see a little bit of snow over the Great Lakes. You can see there's the disturbance. It's very hard to pick out on the GFS. This run is not showing it as well, but it still could bring a flurry or two. By Sunday, that's gone, and then the temperatures will really take off into Monday. Highs will be well into the 40s, 50s, and maybe a few lower 60s in our southern and southwestern counties. Still plenty of sunshine around, no precipitation anywhere nearby. Along the Gulf Coast, a little bit of flurry activity over northern New England. And that looks to stay that way as we move through the week. Any precipitation across the mid-Atlantic, the southeast, Canada, and then just off the west coast. Fairly dry elsewhere across the country, however, as readings still can remain in the 50s to near 60. We go into the middle of the week here, Wednesday. Cold air tries to come in, but it doesn't really get very far. It aims more toward the Great Lakes in the northeast, so we could see temperatures slide down a little, but not a whole lot. Still some upper 40s to lower 60s from northeast to southwest. Still looks to be the case even into Thursday, so this warmer than average temperature scheme looks to continue for several days. That's a lot better than being very cold or colder than average that we've been seeing. See, even by next Friday, main jet stream is way to the north. You can see a bit of disturbance to our south, something we may have to watch as we move toward next weekend, but all that cold air is pretty much up into Labrador, northern Quebec, and up into Greenland, and that's not around here. Here's that storm down just to our south. We may have to watch that, as it may creep northeastward toward us by next weekend, so we'll have to wait and see about that. Going further into the extended period, around the St. Patrick's Day holiday, we'll have a trough axis off along the east coast, ridge over the south and west. That's keeping California, Nevada, Arizona dry, and it's keeping us rather warm as well. So the warm air just continues over the area. Some precipitation along the Appalachian Mountain Range, and then off the east coast, over the parts of central Canada and over the Pacific Northwest. At the end of the forecast, around the 21st, now notice what's happened. The ridge has now shunted back to the west coast, and now there's a trough over the east again. We don't like that, though. Big system off the northeast coast over in the Canadian Maritimes. This would bring possibly some colder air down by the middle to end of March. We'll have to wait and see about that. But there's plenty of time and a lot of warmth to go until we get to this point. Satellite image from last evening, you see the frontal system is moving off the coast. That brought quite a bit of snow across the mid-south and up into the mid-Atlantic states, where there was a good foot to foot and a half of snow or more there, and a lot of freezing rain and sleet, but nothing from here westward. The watch warning map, pretty quiet. Some winter weather issues with some black ice possible in North Carolina. Frost and freeze advisories, hard freeze advisories across the Gulf Coast, and some wind chill advisories around Memphis to Nashville. QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days. This goes through Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock, and it looks to be fairly dry around here. Maybe a little bit of precipitation, but the heaviest over the